the good, the bad, the odd. It's one hell of a podcast.
Welcome to this episode of The Good, the Bad and the Odd with your hosts, Mark and Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hello there.
So we are delving into Marvel here. So we are covering Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Or you could consider it as Evil Dead 4.
Almost.
Almost. 2022. This came out this year. So it's the sequel to Doctor Strange. I might refer to it as Doctor Strange 2 because Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a
mouthful.
It's a mouthful. Obviously, it's riffing on Lovecraft's story in the Mountains of Madness, right? Which I think Guillermo del Toro was
I think it is based on a comic book of the same name. But that is also. But
there is a creature in it that is very Lovecraft. We're gonna pretty much spoil this from the beginning, I think.
Yes, it's difficult to talk about without spoilers. Let's just say it's a very good movie, very pretty.
Yeah,
probably
very
aesthetically one of the best Marvel films.
Yeah, really fun. Sam Raimi's directing, and it's full Sam Raimi. It's not even as toned down as Spider-Man was. You get like full force Sam Raimi. This man is a horror director. Yeah, and we even see something akin to Deadites at some points too. So there is all that. Yeah, really good film. So go watch it. Right, from this point on, there's spoilers. So sequel to Doctor Strange. Really good performance by Benedict Cumberbatch. This one.
Oh yeah.
He's really
especially with all the different strangers that show up.
Indeed, and I have to say, Elizabeth Olsen knocks it out of the park too. She is.
Yeah, she's terrifying in this.
Now, I had no idea what was going to go on when I went in. I kind of avoided spoilers. I'm finding these days the internet's kind of not spoilerific as it used to be. It's more like regular newspapers and stuff. Yeah. Spoilers.
Well, they've got to get the clicks and the they got to really draw the attention. But the internet has like a general consensus of don't fucking spoil it.
Yeah,
don't you do it.
And we also get another Benedict as the Sorcerer Supreme, Benedict Wong, and Rachel McAdams turns up as the love interest, as usual. So apparently someone else was in the chair for this, but dropped out, and Sam Raimi took over.
Oh, wait, I think I remember hearing about that.
Scott Derrickson was, who I think
he did the first one.
Directed the first one. Good job, too. That was good. Okay. It says creative differences here, whatever that means. Now, first thing, do you think you really need to see WandaVision to really get this film?
It would be better if you did, but you don't 100% need to. It's like a lot of.
I was thinking you don't need to. Then I started thinking, well, it's all about our kids, and you're thinking, where did they come from? If you haven't seen WandaVision, right? So there is that, right? So there is a bit of that. There was a bit of filming in London, but COVID kicked in, and then they did a bit of filming in Somerset, of all places, and Los Angeles and Surrey, which I presume were sound stages, but maybe not. It premiered on the 2nd of May. Of 2022, so it's not that old, and we saw it at the cinema, didn't we? So fair enough. And it's currently the highest grossing film of 2022.
I don't believe that.
So it's doing really well. I think personally the acting was pretty solid all round. Didn't really see any flaws in it at all. Bruce Campbell turns up as he should. In a goofy comedy section, but otherwise it's pretty solid. Now, I don't want to get into the plot too much because we're on a short time here, aren't we?
Yeah.
So let's just kind of talk about the opening and then get into the general plot, rather than the specific. So we see Stephen. It opens to Stephen Stage talking to Rachel McAdams at a wedding, and he's trying to tell her something. But you're feeling, is this the right place to have this kind of conversation, Stephen? Really?
Well, it's clear he's still got the feelings, and she recognises that he still has the feelings, but she's moved on.
And making it even more awkward is her husband is a fan of Doctor Strange, which is a bit annoying. But then suddenly something kicks off outside. I should have said this starts with like
we get a
sequence.
There's a sequence with the newly introduced America Chavez, played by Zoe Gomez. I don't know how to pronounce Xochitl Gomez. Apparently.
Xochitl Gomez. Yeah, it's kind of a very South American spelling. That Gomez. She's really good, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah, she's really good. Like, if she probably was able to put across, this is a scared teenager with a lot of power that does not know in any way how to use it. So
yeah, that's right. Her basically they're in a weird, obviously CGI.
They're like hopping around in the middle of a floating platform area, running away from this demon made of bandages. Yeah, that's trying to steal her power. Yeah, which is to hop between dimensions.
She's a dimension hopper, and she doesn't exist in multiple dimensions. She is one being that can move between dimensions, but she hasn't got parallels. Whereas other people are in each dimension. There's a variance. Yeah, so we see Strange and her trying to get to this book thing or something, and essentially at some point Stephen says, "I'm sorry, I'm going to have to take the power from you. I know how to use it best." So kind of betrays her, but she manages to get away. I think whenever a point of high excitement or tension or fear, it causes her to involuntarily create a dimension gap rift which she can pass through, right? That's kind of
and the main universe, Doctor Strange, hops back up in bed. It's like, oh, that was a weird dream, and then carries on with this day.
Yeah, and we do find out later that dreams are really glimpses into other multiverses, which is a bit odd. Considering how dreams are sometimes used in Marvel, but anyway, that's how it is, and it begins with something happening. He's at this wedding, the wedding of the lady, and I've forgotten the character's name. And something kicks off outside, and he goes outside, and this girl is being pursued by a multi-tentacled, big-eyed, single-eyed being, which is very
this thing is a character from Marvel, but if I remember correctly, they couldn't use his proper name because it's one from Conan, and they don't have the rights to use it.
Oh, Robert E. Howard has it, because Robert E. Howard did use a lot of weird names from Lovecraft, didn't he? Because they were correspondents. Okay, that's fair enough. But I also understand the being also
Shumagorath. That's it.
Yeah, but it's not called. It's called something like Giganto or something.
Yeah, it's Gorothog or something like that.
Yeah, and apparently it's a nemesis of the
Submariner,
which is interesting. The Submariner of all characters.
Yeah.
And we get some quite distinct eyeball trauma in this.
Oh yeah, we get a stake driven right through that big old eyeball and a popping sound when it gets pulled out.
So yeah, a definite reference to Evil Dead 2 there.
Yeah,
sure. Anyway, they figure out that there's runes involved, and they said, well, that's not sorcery, that's witchcraft, which is interesting. I've never heard that distinction before, ever. And Stephen Strange decides he needs to go find a witch, and who better than the Scarlet Witch, probably the most powerful witch there is. And he goes to see Wanda Maximoff.
Who is hiding out in the woods, sort of seemingly cultivating a plant farm until we get the reveal that she knows who.
Very early reveal, and I thought there was something sketchy going on, but I didn't have any clue she was going to be the nemesis. I had no idea.
For all the stuff that they spoiled in the trailers, they did manage to keep it secret that she was the villain.
Yeah, which is pretty epic, and it leads to this it's really nice to have a film with a really good villain, and Wanda really is a good villain. And they start talking about a thing called the Darkhold, which has got these special spells.
Cursed book that it's a cursed evil book, Sam Raimi's forte.
Yeah.
She got it back in WandaVision, and it's been slowly corrupting her in I think a couple of years since. So.
Yeah, so basically she wants to try and use America's powers to get back to her children, because she lost them.
She had, and then got deleted because they were constructs of hers, and then they may exist in a similar state to her, where she's like a nexus being. She's connected to all of her other selves.
Yeah, so essentially Wanda wants America, Chavez, and Stephen's not going to give her up. Now, there's an interesting relationship between America and Stephen Strange, because she was kind of betrayed right at the end with the last Stephen Strange. So she's kind of a bit pensive about.
Yeah, and we do get a funny sequence where Strange buries himself in the in the ground. Like he has to levitate the dead body and put it in the ground and cover it up. And Wong's like, "This is definitely in breach of something." Like I don't know what.
Oh, I should have mentioned. Yeah, did we say America when America came through? She came through with the corpse of the Stephen Strange that was. She was working with. So Stephen Strange's own corpse. In fact, at one point, it goes, "Can you prove any of this?" He goes, "Yeah," and she shows him the corpse, right? Yeah. So they buried a corpse. Now he talks to Benedict Wong, and they go to this massive stronghold of magic.
Yeah, Kamar-Taj.
But Wanda's way too powerful to be kept out of this, and they've got all this sorcery defense, and there's this big old battle scene where she's trying to get through their magic defenses, and she's pretty powerful. Let's put it that way.
She gets in by just invading the mind of a guy and causing him to run, which fluctuates the shield just a little bit, and she's able
enough
to get
for her to get through. Yeah, she decimates these.
This is where she goes full on like horror mode. Like she's like crawl. They like try to lock her in mirror dimensions and all sorts of stuff like that, and she just starts like dragging her way through surfaces.
And it's barely even bothering her, isn't it? It's barely a strain. She's just way, way too powerful for any of this to affect her. But Chavez, in a panic, accidentally starts transporting herself through different dimensions, and we see them travel through multiple dimensions. There's a cartoon. Yeah. It's a bit
I think there was a couple. There was like 3 that I might have recognized. I'm not 100% sure if they're like actually supposed to be them, but it may have been just references to them.
There was.
I think I saw 2099, which is like the future setting.
Okay.
For Marvel.
That was definitely a future place that reminded me a bit of Coruscant. It looked.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibes that 2099 has.
Okay. It's a paint dimension.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I think I saw the Savage Land, which is like this dinosaur island.
Okay.
Marvel, which is actually usually tied to Scarlet Witch.
Oh, right, okay. And also there was one where there were animated characters. So it was a bit aha video. It was a bit aha. Yeah. And they end up in a certain place.
In this really sci-fi looking place where as they wander around, they do encounter Bruce Campbell.
Well, basically, she picks up, instead of pizzas in this place, they have pizza balls, which are little dough balls with tiny little pepperonis stuck on them. Yeah. But like otherwise a pizza, right?
Yeah.
And she just picks up what's still eating it. Goes, "You got to pay for that." And she's like, "No. In virtually all universes, money isn't a thing.
Food's free. Like food's money isn't a thing."
And then Bruce Campbell's like,
"Hey, you got to pay for that."
So much.
But the pizza puffer gets paid.
And then they start talking to Bruce Campbell, and he kind of mentions, "Do you get that from the Strange Museum? That cloak?" And then.
Strange like magics him so his hand is gonna like fight him. So Bruce Campbell ends up fighting his own hand in the background for like the film.
Yeah, again a massive Evil Dead 2 reference. He also sprays himself with mustard.
Mustard.
So it's a very Ash kind of behaviour.
Yeah.
So they wander around this world. They found about. What happens next?
They find the memorial statue for no. They're still in the same dimension. They get to a memorial statue for Strange, and then they find Baron Mordo, who was set up to be the villain in the last one. And basically, he's a good guy because everything's a bit weird in this one.
Yeah,
and he invites them in, gives them a cup of tea, and they both drop unconscious.
Drugged them.
It's like, I had to do it, Stephen. I do apologize.
Yeah. And meanwhile,
they then get brought to the Illuminati.
Also, they're in a cage, imprisoned by a scientist who is Rachel McAdams, Christy.
Yeah.
The scientist who knows all about it. And basically, the Illuminati are a kind of variant of the Avengers, right? And we got massive spoilers coming now. Basically, we see the alternate Avengers, kinda.
The Illuminati aren't the event. They exist alongside the Avengers. Normally,
but
it's all the big smart guys.
Yes.
Usually Namor's involved. Tony Stark's involved.
Namor wasn't in this one, though, was he? Which was interesting. So we have the Black Bolt, who was Anson Mount, who
played Black Bolt in the TV show.
And there was a joke about his name. His character name.
Blackagar Boltigan.
Yeah, and Stephen Strange takes the piss out of him a bit. Yeah. Then we see an alternate
Maria Rambeau.
Maria Rambeau is Captain Marvel in this. Yeah. Instead of being the friend of Captain Marvel. We see Captain Carter, Hayley Atwell, as really cool to see. After seeing her in the What If animated show, it was really cool. I thought that was my favourite.
It's not the same version of Captain Carter, I will specify.
No, I didn't think it was. No. We also have... Do we have a Black Panther in this one?
No, not Black Panther. Okay. We have John Krasinski as Reed Richards.
Mr. Fantastic is in this.
Member of the Fantastic Four, and I think Doctor Strange goes like, I remember hearing you chart in the 60s. What's that
mean? Something. So Mr. Fantastic suggested the Fantastic Four in this universe. Yeah. And then I think finally
it's Professor X, played by Patrick
Stewart, on his special hovering
wheelchair. He even had the hover wheelchair, and it even played like a sting from the cartoon. Like it was like...
It did. I have to say, as we incidentally go on to that, the music was really good in this.
Oh yeah, the music was so good. Yeah.
Really good. So they're basically questioning Steve. But meanwhile, Wanda penetrates this dimension by using the Darkhold to possess her analog via dreams, scares her own kids, and then she sort of storms the She kills all these like Ultron-looking robots.
Oh no, they are Ultrons.
Okay, Ultron. Okay. And then starts fighting with the Illuminati, and it's brutal. How that's got a PG-13, I do not.
Literally.
I mean, the closest anyone even gets to it is Captain Marvel, and does not win.
They kind of weirdly have the same like origin in the MCU, where it's like one of the Infinity Gems like empowered them. And it gave them all sorts of weird powers, and they're considered one of the more powerful. So
right. Yeah. But she
gets like overpowered, and then Captain Marvel gets crushed by a statue. Captain Carter, Wanda catches her shield and just pings it back, and it goes straight through her stomach.
Slices her in half.
Yeah. Black Bolt, she disappears the mouth of, and when he shouts in surprise, because his voice is his power. And it can kill anything with
his
a brain word.
Explodes.
The back of his head explodes out.
I mean, how was this a PG-13? It's amazing. So
Mr. Fantastic, she spaghettis. She just like
she turns him into a cheese string, basically.
Yeah, and then his head pops too, just for measure.
Yeah. Meanwhile, also Steve Strange has a fight with Mordo, doesn't he?
He has quite a scrap, especially because they end up both with these depower like. Wrist
gauntlets.
Straps.
Straps like handcuffs. So they can't use it. So Stephen has to actually fight him rather than use magic. So there is kind of that. Anyway, so Wanda's gone completely nuts. Also back in the real world, she's got Benedict Wong.
Yeah, she's got Wong and taken him to like the original place of the Darkhold,
because he destroys the Darkhold, doesn't he? But then she kind of by a bit of torture and threatening students and stuff.
Which weirdly include like there was a Green Minotaur in this.
There was.
They only used him for reaction shots of regular people.
Right.
Like he'd go, "Oh, it's the cool sorcerers," and it would cut around and just like regular people are walking out of tour. It's like there's a Green Minotaur. Focus on that. What's going on there?
So she's at this mountain to read runes to be able to do all this stuff. So that's how she
can like body jack herself.
And essentially, what else happens? She realizes
she chases them through a corridor, through a tunnel. She goes maximum horror movie. It just starts like trying to kill her.
I'm trying to remember what else happens. At one point, they use the animated corpse of Stephen Strange, don't they?
Yeah. So what happens is they're trying to find like a book, and there's something of Vishanti.
It's like the Necronomicon.
No, it's the anti.
Oh, it's the anti. Yeah. So the Darkhold's the Necronomicon.
Yeah. So they get there, but the possessed Wanda catches up to them. And then grabs America, like activates her power, chucks Strange and the survivor Christine from this other dimension through one, and then throws America through another to her real body, and then drops the possession and carries on with this thing. So Strange and Christine end up wandering around a completely messed up universe while Wanda's preparing to drain the power out of America through this big ritual.
Yeah.
And they find another Strange who has control of the Darkhold, and they reason we can. I need that book to get back, and the other Strange is like, yeah, sure, give me the Christine. It's like, can't really do that. So they end up having a fight. A really cool fight, including a bit where they play music at each other, and it slowly builds in the background, and they end up just pinging little bits of little musical notes at each other.
It's very almost like Dr. Seussian. Kind of weird.
Kinda.
I really like this. I want to say I will be getting this film when it comes out on Blu-ray. It's really fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. But I had trouble following the plot, I have to say.
Yeah.
But I didn't really care. I didn't care. I just sort of let it wash over me.
My favourite bit is Zombie Strange.
Zombie Strange also gets attacked by Deadites.
Yeah, I swear there must have been a bit where during the creative process, Sam Raimi just sat down and was like, I just gotta have my ghouls. I gotta do this. I gotta make just weird creature ghouls.
Yeah.
The zombie. I don't know what it is about Sam Raimi's zombies. They just have a specific look that they can never be replicated.
And they've got a weird energy.
Benedict Cumberbatch's face purely so that they can do practical zombie effects with him.
Yeah. Yeah. It was.
He has a really cool bit where he makes a cape out of shadow demons.
He does. Oh, that is amazing.
And he uses it to fly up and just starts assaulting Wanda.
Yeah. Eventually, it all resolves because Wanda comes to realize, and I mean, they have to be smart because Wanda's too powerful.
She's too powerful for any of them. So even with Zombie Strange, America, who's able to come to terms with her power. And able to control it, and Wong all fighting her at once. There's still not enough.
Still not enough.
So America opens a portal right next to an alternate form of version of Wanda's kids.
Yeah.
And they're terrified.
And she terrified. They are terrified of Wanda, and she realizes what she's traumatizing her own children by doing all this. And this kind of gives her the ability to shake off the Darkhold. That's essentially what happens.
Gives her a moment of clarity.
And she also somehow managed to destroy all the copies of the Darkhold.
Yeah, she burns it out of she collapses the temple that she was in.
Yeah.
Which is also the Darkhold somehow. And that destroys the Darkhold in all dimensions.
Yeah.
And so they're able to, with America being fully realized in her power, they're able to just hop over, get the Christine and the regular Doctor Strange back to their appropriate universes.
Yeah. So, and it appears that Wanda has died in the process, but
she's not dead.
She's way too powerful to just die, right? So then we then see they've rebuilt the Wizard Stronghold.
Yeah.
And that
America
is training there.
Yeah.
So
she can't get a hold of the spin ring things that would let you teleport.
But she's got her own little so that's fine. And then we have a really weird...
the film is Strange is out for a walk. While crossing the road, he just drops to the floor, starts screaming, and a third eye opens on his forehead, which was something one of the evil Strangers had.
Yeah,
because of the Darkhold use.
Yeah, so now is the Darkhold in him, or is it just made his powers even weirder, and so he's got a third eye on his forehead? Sam Raimi and eyeballs, right? Well,
yeah,
so there's weird.
Immediately a post-credit scene where he's okay again.
Yeah,
and Charlize Theron hops out of a portal and is like, "Oh yeah, the dark dimension's going all wacky." And Doctor Strange opens the third eye, gets himself ready, and they prepare to hop in.
Now, a couple of threads we didn't mention. We do see early on that America just wants to be back with her parents, which are two women, and she does spend a tiny bit of time, but somehow because of events, she gets thrown into another dimension pretty much straight away. But she knows they're out there, which gives her a bit of hope. The other thing is, what was it? Is they talk about Strange, the Illuminati specifically talk about Strange as being the cause of some incursions, i.e., beings
dimensions crashing into each other.
So they kind of got a downer on Strange because of that.
They're like, we should kill you. We should really kill you just for some peace. And it's like, the Scarlet Witch is coming and she's not going to be nice.
So. Yeah. So, there is a bit of those three. But yeah, great film. It's interesting to see what Marvel are doing with this multi-universe stuff. I mean, it was started with Marvel with Loki, right? That was the first time multi-universes came into it. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. And that was like hundreds of different Lokis all messing about otherwise. And then we got the Spider-Man one, where Stephen Strange was a character that sort of helped precipitate the multiverse stuff. And now we got this one. And it looks like Kang that's coming in from the Loki will be
he's
a big villain, right? The next big bad, really, in the Marvel universe.
I think he's already built to play Kang. So
it's kind of interesting, and in fact, multiverse stuff seems to be permeated into other films. There is another film out recently.
What's
it called? Everything
Everywhere, All at Once. I really want to go see it.
Yeah. It looks like it could be a lot of fun, that one. So multiverses are kind of here to stay. I'm not sure how I feel about it because I guess actually before all this, Flash was doing it, wasn't he?
That was like Flash's whole shtick.
Yeah. So it's not like limited to Marvel even. DC have been doing it, and they're probably building to it as well with their sort of universe. So, but who knows? Good fun. I really enjoyed this quite a lot. Good to see Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange isn't a character I read much, but I do like him, and I think Benedict Cumberbatch is a really good match for this character. It works really well because he's got a sympathy, but he's got that iciness.
Yeah, so he's also probably the only person with the jawline and head shape.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. He's got the look, and with that cloak, and he's got a really cool outfit too. So it's not a goofy outfit; it's cool.
Yeah.
So, and it's interesting to see Krasinski as Reed.
Yeah.
Peggy Carter as Captain Carter. I'd wonder if they're going to be other stuff.
Oh yeah, most likely. I feel like it's mostly going to be bit stuff though.
Yeah, but there was some really cool stuff. Wonder at one point, Reed Richards tried to appeal to her. He says, "I've got children at home myself."
No. She's like, "Have you got kids?"
Oh yeah.
She's like, "Yes." Because is the other parent still around? You can tell he knows he's gonna die there and then. He's like,
yeah, because he's and she says, "At least they still have a mother then."
And then fucking spaghetti's in.
Yeah, brutal. So enjoyable film. What would you rate it?
I'd rate it a 9. I've got to be honest. This is really good. It's probably one of the best MCU films.
Yeah, it's not that. I'm not sure. I need to see it again. I really like certain other films, but it's top 5 maybe for me. I'd give it an 8, but I expect on rewatch it might creep up to a 9 for me. Yeah. I really liked it too. I just found I didn't follow the story, but luckily I kind of spotted it's going to be a bit weird, and I didn't try and follow it, so that didn't detract from my enjoyment. Because if you're watching a film and you're trying to work out what's going on, you kind of don't enjoy it as much, do you? That's the thing. I enjoyed this one. Yeah. Okay. Any final thoughts, or should we wind down there?
Let's wind it up. Yeah.
Okay then. So that's it for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So bye from me.
Bye.